Hey, what's happening, everyone? Today I'm gonna be making some nachos. So we've got some chips. Whatever kind of chips that you have is fine. Chips, I usually do this with regular chips, but this is the only kind I have, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna make some ground beef. We have some extra from yesterday when we made tacos. Got some onions and some black beans. Just a couple things, and we're gonna chop some veggies up over here on our cutting board, and we are gonna layer it with like nachos and cheese, and it's actually pretty good. I saw this on like a cooking video where they showed how to make restaurant style nachos at home, and I thought this is really awesome. So I'm gonna chop up some vegetables and I'll show you guys the next step. I actually decided that since I already have a little bit of hamburger left over, I'm just going to go ahead and make hamburger helper, because Luke only uses about half the pound of meat for hamburger helper. It'll be something we can both like eat randomly today. Sometimes I make several things at once, just because we have to work so much. So I'll be making like some nachos, some hamburger helper, and if I can today, cutting some pork for trying to make some pork lo mein and pork fried rice later today. And then if I can later this week, I can make some either some more stuffed peppers, which I hope I can do, or make some chili. And I'm just gonna start the heat on the hamburger. Usually I just like, if I'm heating hamburger up, this is completely frozen, so I'm just putting a little bit of water in the pan and then we're heating it up, and then I'll probably put, honestly, salt, pepper, maybe a tiny bit of garlic powder. So now I drained my beans. My hamburger is toasting nicely. We're gonna make sure we get like a crispy edge on some of it and drain some of that liquid. We have a lot of our vegetables chopped and we have our beans over here. So we're gonna make hamburger helper with about at least a half of this meat. What we'll do is we'll use like a little spice packet that looks like this. It can be from any company. I usually use mild and taco seasoning. Put a little bit of taco seasoning in a bowl with some water, and then we will put it into the meat. So now what we're gonna do is just sprinkle a little bit of vegetables over here, and then we'll get a little bit of onion, a little bit of this, and we have lots of black beans today, and I put a nice layer of cheese on. Now I'm just gonna heat up my meat that I had from yesterday in a bowl in the microwave for 1 second. Okay, so this didn't work the greatest because I accidentally kept this in the microwave for too long, so it got a little rough. Alright, so we spread some of that meat around, so now we're just gonna do the same thing. We're gonna put some more nachos, some more cheese, and spread some more veggies and onions and beans, and then we're gonna put a little bit more meat on top. And be very generous with the cheese because it'll melt over everything. So what I did was I put a little bit of water in a bowl. As you can see, we've got our taco seasoning mix. Alright, so we don't need a lot of taco seasoning mix. I never use the whole packet, and I have to use it mild because Luke cannot have spicy stuff. So, alright, so we're gonna mix that together. So now we're just gonna heat this up for a tiny bit and then kind of drain the water a little bit, and then that will be our new taco meat that is pretty easy to make. You can also make your own like taco spice mix with like cumin and stuff, but I don't know, I'm working on that. And just like let it kind of like get in there and just kind of get the taste of the taco seasoning in just a few minutes. So while I'm doing that, I'm gonna put some more layers on my taco nachos over here. I think I went a little bit overboard on the cheese, but you can never have enough cheese. So as you can see, I covered it completely, and we're just going to, I just washed my hands again, so they're completely clean. I don't know how you can do this without your hands, but I always just wash my hands like a million times and just do this. I'm gonna do some more of this. More black beans. So we have a lot of black beans here. You don't have to put that many. Last time I made this, I didn't put that many on. Okay, so I put some meat on there, some of it, and then I'm just putting some extra cheese on here. Kind of running out of cheese. So, yeah, I'm gonna put a little bit more cheese, and then we're gonna put some more, whatever kind of tortillas we have left, or tortilla chips we have left, and a little bit of more cheese and like meat on the top. And I don't think we have very many vegetables to put back on the top, but we'll see. So all I did was I just basically put some more cheese on top. I don't know, this black bean looks like it's like looking at me, so we'll do that. So we put some more meat on top, some more cheese, and some more like onions and little bell peppers, and some more of everything. And basically you can layer it however you want. Just make sure you get lots of cheese in there, as I said before. And then basically this is a cool snack that you can actually just bake. I'm gonna bake it for about 10 minutes, about 350 degrees, and then what I'll do is I'll just literally eat some of it with Luke, like when he wants it, and I'll put the rest in the fridge, either in Tupperwares or just like in the pan like this, and then we can have it whenever we're, you know, recording or we have to work for a long night or something like that. So it's kind of snacky and it's kind of good for you at the same time. And we have stuff baking in the oven right now. So there is our awesome nachos baking in the oven. So I told you guys I was gonna cook hamburger helper, right? No? Well, I might as well just do it because I'm gonna do it anyway. So we cooked our meat. So I have it up to medium heat. So now what we're gonna have to do is just add our milk and hot water. This is about 1 1/4 cup right there. I don't need that much water, so I like to guesstimate it, honestly. And 2 cups of milk. So let's do our milk. So this is about 1 cup, and I honestly don't measure it because sometimes I feel like putting more milk in than other times. It's like I feel my cooking. So pour our noodles in. So it's all in your packet, and then pour your little packet in. Where's my packet? And then we just bring that baby to a boil. Wait 10 minutes and we're all set. So that's, I mean, for those of you fledgling college students or like people that have never made hamburger helper, I know somebody who, like, I know a few people that are, you know, have a few kids, but they've never made hamburger helper. So honestly, it will get boiling, and then what you want to do is put a lid on it and then just wait 10 minutes. When you put the lid on, you're just going to put it down to like medium or low. Darn it, I don't know what this says. Simmer about 12 minutes. Okay, so you want it on simmer. So medium or low, whatever is a simmer, and have your lid on there, and then just take your lid off, wait a few minutes because it has to, the sauce has to kind of like sauce up, like it has to kind of thicken up, and then it's all set. It's actually pretty good. I think that was the timer for our nachos, so let's see how that turned out. Okay, so these nachos are looking mighty good, so we're gonna take them out. It's looking pretty delicious. I obviously had to take this out with some hot pads here because it's pretty hot. We're gonna turn the oven off there, and it's looking delicious. This is a great, like, this would be a great thing to bring, like, if you were going to a party or something like that. But I mean, I just like making it for myself and for Luke. Like, this is the greatest thing ever. I mean, for my husband who works so hard, he works pretty much from the moment he gets up to the moment he goes to sleep, sometimes falls asleep working. The guy is just a saint with me. He loves me so much. It's the least I can do to make him this huge thing of nachos that he can come down the stairs and be like, wow, you made nachos today. I mean, this isn't that great. I mean, I hope to make roast lamb in the future for him, but until I can make roast lamb, this is pretty good. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm making my hamburger helper in the background there, and I've got my extra onions. I'm literally saving them to make like eggs later today. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll try not to be as camera shy. I've been working really hard, so my hair is usually really messed up and I'm in my pajamas all the time, but you can just imagine me looking like a movie star. So thanks so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Okay, you guys didn't actually think I was going to show you guys how to make hamburger helpers, did you? Okay, never mind. I am going to. So, for those of you guys who have never made hamburger helper, we put the meat in there. We put a couple cups of milk in there. We put a cup and a half of water in there. Make sure your meat is done, but of course, you know, if for some reason it's not, you know, it'll finish cooking in here. But honestly, I like to get a nice crispy crust on my meat before I actually add the rest of the ingredients. I also usually add a little salt and pepper and garlic powder before I do the rest of it. We're gonna put our lid on, and in 10 minutes this baby will be done. And I just woke Luke up, so he's gonna have some of this delicious nachos or maybe some hamburger helper. It's just the two of us. Like, it's not like I'm like sitting down to dinner with 10 people or something. So alright, so this will go for 10 minutes. Put my timer on. So 10 minutes, and I can show you guys what it'll look like in the end, but I don't know. It's kind of like macaroni and cheese with hamburger in it, and it's pretty good. I actually like it. He's telling me we're gonna record, so I got this just in time. And then while he's streaming tonight, I will be cutting some pork and some mushrooms to try to make some pork lo mein, pork fried rice, and ramen. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. This has been Cooking Nachos with KY. Alright, God bless and happy gaming. See ya!